Today I'm changing the rear differential fluid on my 2005 Honda Pilot with a service schedule of every 2 years, 30,000 miles or 48,000 kilometers. To do this you need a 3/8 inch drive ratchet or torque wrench, the differential fluid which is VTM-4 Honda branded, some thread sealant, 2 washers, a hand pump, and a oil catch basin. I'm using some ramps since I have a sloped driveway which I measured out with a line level, and I have a video on that as well. So looking underneath the vehicle, you can see the drain plug located here and the filler plug located right there. So I'm going to do this without taking the spare tire off, and you can see the ratchet can fit right in there and get that filler plug without any issue. Once you've loosened it with your ratchet or torque wrench, you can reach in with your hands and loosen it off. It is highly recommended that you remove the filler plug before the drain plug. In the event that you cannot get the filler plug out, you don't want to take the drain plug out and drain all the fluid. And you can see that it comes with a washer. With the filler plug removed, we're now going to remove the drain plug. It is the same deal, just a 3/8 inch drive. I'm going to loosen it off using the ratchet, and then I'm just going to take it the rest of the way off by hand. Now you're going to definitely need the oil catch pan handy because it's going to come shooting out. I recommend taking this drain plug out slowly so that you don't have the 4-foot long spray of differential fluid coming out. And with the plug out, you can see there's a long magnetized end on it, and that collects all the gunk. You can see, give it a quick wipe, there is definitely some metal filings that have stuck to it. Out from underneath the vehicle, I'm just going to give it a quick wipe down using some paper towel to get all the filings off the magnetic piece. We're going to take the washer, just sort of toss that one aside because we're not going to reuse that. And I'm going to take my thread sealant and put the thread sealant onto the drain plug. It's important to note that I'm going to ensure that there's no thread sealant on the magnet, or even on ideally on the last couple of threads on the magnet side of the plug, as I don't want that mixing with the differential fluid once I reinstall it. The threads on these are pretty thick, so I found that I had to use a little bit more than I normally would. With the sealant applied, the last thing to do is just take the new washer that I picked up at Honda and toss it on and reinstall the plug. Prior to putting the plug back in, just give the area a quick wipe down to make sure that it's going to seat properly and the washer will sit flat. Insert the plug and hand tighten it. Once it's hand tight, I'm going to pull out the torque wrench and bring it down to 35 foot-pounds. Now I don't really have a clear torque spec in my service manual on this one. However, 35 foot-pounds is sort of a common number that I've seen tossed around in various forums. Now it's time to fill the differential with the VTM-4. You can see the pump and VTM-4 bottle fit onto the spare tire with no issues whatsoever. And it is not difficult to thread the pump hosing into the differential. Once it's in, you just start pumping. So you got to be careful that if there's any splashback, that you don't confuse that for a full differential. You can see some of it's leaking out there, but that is not the full flow that you would expect. Basically, you want to see the differential fluid coming out just as fast as you are pumping it in, and that will indicate that you are full. So you can see there, it is now coming out just as fast as I'm pumping it. So I am calling this one full. As always, you're going to want your drip pan on hand so that you can drain out the pump and avoid getting all this differential fluid on your driveway. Now it's time to install the filler plug. I'm going to give it a quick wipe down, remove the old washer and get rid of that. And then I'm going to apply some thread sealant to the plug. And again, making sure that it's not on the final threads that you would anticipate would be sticking into the differential a couple millimeters. Once that's done, I'm just going to take the new washer, put it on, and install it. As always, highly recommended that you have paper towel on hand when you're doing any oil changes. Just want to get all those drips out of there, as well as clean up the surface where you're going to install the plug. Now, installing the filler plug is probably the most difficult thing to do with the spare tire still on, and you do need to have the hand dexterity to slot it in and get it started. If this is a problem for you, it may be a good time to remove that spare tire and install the plug that way. Once I've got it started by hand, I just use the torque wrench, and again I'm going to take this down to approximately 35 foot-pounds. Now I'm going to take the old differential fluid, put it into the jug, and I'm going to take that to a reuse center at a later date. This job took approximately 30 minutes to complete. The total cost for me to do it myself was $55, $45 for the fluid, $7 for the washers, and then there was some tax as well. The dealer quote for this was $95, taxes in, so the savings is about $40 for 30 minutes of work. Thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.